say good morning, but it's not, it's the afternoon. We're about to get ready. Today's video is how to always look like you're put together when you're not, because most of the time I'm actually really not. So I thought I'd run you through my tips and tricks. I've recently been sent the Jisoo new honey lip mask. That's one of my tips. It's just, I feel like to always feel put together, moisturizing is so important, like even just your lips, your body, everything and in between. Because I've just come back from Morocco. It was so lovely and I've just indented it. Oh, there's a little spatula with it. Well, I didn't see this. Look how cute. It's like a little honey thing. I think I've put on way too much. Wow. That is honestly incredible. I can't get over how moisturizing that is. Before makeup, always apply a lip mask. I'll see how it feels throughout the video. Oh, this is a stunning photo, whoever that girl is. Gorgeous. Anywho, yeah, I recently came back from Morocco, so I always love bringing lip masks and moisturizers on the plane because I find my skin just gets so dehydrated. Jumping into makeup before she starts rambling on and not showing anything. This foundation for fresh, glowing skin that looks like your skin but also just flawless. NARS Light Reflecting. Mine's in the shade Deauville L4. Yeah, it was like a super spontaneous trip. Basically, we were meant to go to the pub, literally just the pub down the road from us. And then I received a message from Clara being like, how about a trip to Morocco instead? And I thought at first, I was like, is she joking right now? Or is she actually being serious? Then in came a phone call and I was like, oh no, this girl's serious. So we booked the flights and then flew the next day. But also, it's just kind of made me realise that the amount we would have spent at the pub probably isn't, I mean, it's a lot more to go to Morocco, but think of like 3 pub trips. That's the trip to Morocco. And I honestly had the most incredible time. Like I keep, you know when you just look through a camera after a holiday being like, take me back. But we were there for like 48 hours, I think, in total. We crammed so much in. Also, my hair is on hair wash day, hence the headband. It's not looking at its finest, put it that way. But we're gonna fix it and I'm gonna show you my little tips and tricks. My skin is finally starting to clear up, which I'm so happy about because it's honestly, I've been very blessed with my skin and I've kind of always been quite lucky in the sense that I've never suffered from breakouts, but recently, I don't know what it is, I think I've hit a second puberty and the hormones, they must have been going wild. And I've just been getting like really annoying blemishes, but it's finally, you know when they kind of go flats and it's like they're easier to cover, and I pray, I hope they're leaving my face sometime soon. Because I went in with like a heavier foundation, I like mixing it with a more lightweight concealer. So I'm going to take the Saie concealer just on my little brush and then just place that under my eyes and as a primer. But yeah, the look I'm going for today, I'm going to a Jimmy Choo dinner this evening, which will be so lovely for their new perfume launch. And so I want the makeup to kind of be like a natural full glam, if you know what I mean. And I find by using a lightweight concealer mixed with like a more, I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but a heavier foundation, I find you still get that natural finish with a bit more oomph, you know? Ready for flash photography. Depending on the camera used, your makeup looks so different, and I find you do always need kind of more when it's flash photography. So even if you're like taking pictures with like a digital camera, I always think apply more makeup than you think. Bronzer, okay, so I've actually had an exciting PR package from my favourite brand, Saie Beauty. So I've got their bronzing balm. I've tried their bronzing balm before, I literally love it. But this is in a new shade that I haven't tried, it's in the shade Clay. Can we just appreciate like how shiny that is? I could eat it. I'm not going to, but I could. My favourite Hourglass brushes. Now, I think for a clean, kind of always put together look, using sheerer products really adds to that you can build up. Oh, and my camera's flashing already. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's blended so nicely into the skin and looks so natural. I love that. I literally love all of Merit's products. Right, we're back. Camera is kind of nearly fully charged, but it's actually really hard because it's literally 2 p.m. and I feel like it's already getting dark outside, so I'm in a race against the lighting and finishing, and now I'm just talking, so that's not good. But I applied more of the Merit bronzer and I actually love it, like love it. I think the shade is just perfect. Right, and also Merit kindly, I feel like it's literally Christmas, sent me these bonbons, which if you know me, you know I love the Merit Flush Balm, but I have already picked out a shade, and that is for a reason, because the lip liner I'm using is also in the same shade, and I find that's just how you get like a really cohesive look, is by, sorry I'm like moving about, I can't sit still, is by using the oh my god, I think I've pulled like a muscle in my, oh there we go, by using the same shade blush as like my lips and kind of making it all cohesive. This is a new blush. And this formula is heavenly, and the shade Beverly Hills for like an everyday blush colour, you can't go wrong. I think it's honestly one of those tones that would look great on everyone's skin, because it's just like that perfect neutral blush colour. I do not know what's going on upstairs. I think they're... What is up with me? I feel on edge. I feel like jittery. I did just have a coffee, so maybe that's why. But also the Christmas period is just always so busy, and I've got a lot on my mind basically that I'm like thinking about. So could also be why. Wonderful. And I think I'm actually going to move on to hair now, just to get it out of my face and kind of see the look come together. I don't know, I'm just excited to do it basically. Because it's hair wash day, that means it's perfect for a slick back look. So my favourite trick is to always go in with a hair mask. This is the Jisoo Honey Gloss Ceramide Therapy Hair Mask. And I really like this one. Although it's so funny, I used a hair oil the other day, and the hairstylist on set had an absolute go at me. He was like, why are you using a hair oil? That's what all the girls are doing. And apparently my hair just doesn't need a hair oil, because I always wondered, I was like, why does my hair always go so greasy whenever I use a hair oil? I think it's because my hair type just produces oil by itself. So lesson learned. I'll not be using hair oil. For your hair type, it's really good to like, you can use masks obviously and then wash it out. So sticking with the hair mask. And then I will just apply it to my ends as well, because it's hard with hair, because I want to look after it as I get so much heat applied on set, and very rarely do the hairstylists have heat protection spray. Okay, so I've just brushed that into my hair, and I've also been on a hunt for hairbands, because I put my hairbands in random places and then it gets to finding hairbands. I'm like, where have I put them? And I have literally no idea, because they're here, there and everywhere. I managed to find these three. These ones aren't the best. I always find thin ones, they just never hold your hair, but we're working with what we got. And I've had this video about how to put together, and I'm literally just explaining how nothing in my life is put together. Great. Anyway, I'm going to section my hair. Actually, I'm gonna get a makeup brush to do it. And just part it down the middle. That is shocking. Not like that. I've got my keys. Oh, dearie me. Okay, I'm taking this brush. This is so good. This is from Target in America. So if you're in America, you can get hold of it. I'm sure there's similar ones in the UK. Probably Boots will sell one. But it's a game changer. Like, I literally won't do a slick back without this tool now. And I find with the hair mask, it also makes it easier because all the hair kind of is stuck together, if that makes sense. And then I put it here, and I like the placement of it to kind of follow in line with my jawline. I think I'm gonna go for a bun. Lovely, and at this stage, it's looking like semi-decent. I'm gonna grow. Maybe I'm gonna grow, I don't know, not today. I'm gonna go in with these, can I get my words out? The Eco Style Gel, and I've got the olive oil one. I was actually debating, I was in the shop for ages, because they've got an olive oil one. I lost a straggler. They've got an olive oil one and also an argan oil one. Oh, blooming hell, I've realised I've done my hair and I haven't opened this. That's not smart. You shouldn't use your teeth to open things. Right, I'm gonna have to start again. And I think the trick is to be super duper generous with the amount of gel you're using. So I've got like this much on my hands. Yeah, anyway, I was debating between argan oil and olive oil. I hate making decisions. It's actually so hard, but it's a thing that I'm trying to improve on, because in life, believe it or not, you gotta make a lot of decisions, so, and it saves time being decisive. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about Morocco, yeah. Oh, it was just absolutely incredible. We went to the desert and we rode camels. I was so bad at riding the camel. I'm blaming it on my camel. Definitely was the rider's fault, hence me. We did this fire dance, or sun dance, and everyone was just brought together, like people from all across the world just listening to music, and it's so liberating and freeing, because I find London is so fast paced sometimes, and just going to a country like Morocco or just a completely different culture basically, and seeing how they live is truly so special, and I am going to cherish those memories forever and ever. And can you see how like slick that is now? This is going to go good. I can feel it in my bone. Because the amount of times I've tried to do slick backs and I didn't invest in hair gel just because I always forgot to go to the shops and get it. I feel like this is going to be my best slick back I've ever done. Right, let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Okay, I'm now in a position where I'm happy with how it's looking, so we're going to lock her in by grabbing a hairband. I've gone for the thicker one for this bit, so it's got the most security. And then I'm going to go over the top with this thinner one just to secure it into place. And then once the main ponytail's in, I will tighten it. And then I'll grab more gel. And then flip this brush round to the smoothing side and just smooth over. And also, it's really great. Huda Beauty sent me this makeup box and it's got a mirror in. It's so handy. This is literally the best makeup thing. You can get so much in, and then there's like another bit on top where you can put your makeup brushes. It's honestly been a life changer. I feel like my life's changed since having the makeup bag. I promise you, I'm not dramatic. Now I take the final hairband and I'm going to spin my hair into like a little twirl. Wow, so poetic how I worded that. And then I'm wrapping it around and popping it in a lovely bun. Now I will go and get pins and like pin it into place before I leave so that it stays all day. Oh my god, this reminds me of like literally how I used to do my hair for ballet. I always find I need to apply extra gel near the ears. And that's the finished hair. Right, back to makeup now. It's so sporadic, this video, but it's fine, it's fine. What am I going to do? I'm going to do, I tell you what, I'm going to use the bronzer and the blush on the eyelids. You probably have seen it in other videos that I've done. I do like to do this a lot just because it saves time and you just know that the colours are going to look good together. An eyeshadow brush, and I just apply it on the outer corner and bring it into a wing and also bring it underneath. And I also like to bring it like right in the inner socket and down my nose. I find that just really does something to me. I feel like my weirdness is really coming out in this video. Beverly Hills, and pop it on the centre of my eyelid. I've done that all without a mirror, so let me actually look at how it looks. Flawless. I'm joking. Probably could do with a bit of blending. Oh, it's just so subtle, but it looks so effortless and pretty. I'm now going to set this all into place by using the Hourglass Swan palette. So I'm going to mix this shade and this shade, the two bronzier colours, to set the bronzer into place. The only issue with doing my hair now is now I don't want to disturb it because obviously it's all in place. I'm going to mix this shade and this shade as a blush highlighter combo. Some on the nose. So it's like I've actually got a lot of makeup on my face right now, but it still looks really minimal. Just like as a little pizzazz, spice things up on the eyes. I'm going to take this palette from NARS. This eyeshadow palette I've been loving. I brought it to Morocco with me when I went to go camera riding, so if you're wondering what's on my eyes, it's this palette. And it's in the shade Koh Rong. But I'm just going to take this brown up here and apply it close to my lash line and bring it out into a wing. As I find with a slick back, a wing always just really flatters the eye because it just kind of brings everything up. It's like a facelift in one. And I like using an eyeshadow because it just adds such a subtle effect when I'm going for like a minimal type of look. I tell you what I'm going to do now is go back into my Swan palette and I'm going to take the bronzer shade, go over that, and then also blend that into my upper eye. Just so it kind of all works and flows as one. I really do view makeup as kind of like painting. I did a painting evening last night with my friends, which was so lovely. It's just like such a fun, simple activity that you can just easily do. And then I'm just gonna take another brush to kind of blend out the edges. Okay, my camera was flashing at me again, but I've just applied a layer of the Hourglass Tubing Mascara, which is one of my favourites. My lips, they're still moisturised, so I really like that Jasoo lip mask. This is the lip liner. It's the Merit one in the shade Beverly Hills. The reason I love these Merit ones is because you can twist up the nozzle. I feel like in 2025, why don't all lip liners twist up? Because whenever I sharpen a lip liner, it snaps, it breaks. Maybe it's me. I enjoy a twizzly one. And this shade is just like the perfect, right, I'm not going to speak when I do my lips. It's literally the perfect, my lips are better. And then I've got an exciting product to show you for my finishing touch and to finish this whole look off. I've got the Lisa Eldridge, I don't know which one it is, it's like the lip balm formula. It's in the shade Sweet Fig. This has become my new favourite all-time nude ever. Just look. It's just like the perfect neutral. It's super hydrating. Lasts all day. Well, not all day because of the formula, but lasts like a long time for a lip balm. And it's just so easy to like top up. It's literally my perfect nude lip combo. And look at how the skin is looking. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here because my camera's flashing at me yet again and I need to shut my mouth and get changed and probably head out the door. But that's how I kind of always look put together. I find it's just like a really, really simple, quick and easy fix when it's a day that you need to wash your hair. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.